Now, if you like long swords, pause on that, you know what I'm saying? And slicing and dicing fools who try to test you and looking like a badass every time you do something, then this is for you. You've come to the right place because me, Vuexi the Sauce God, and Bakabas have teamed up to bring you 10 best samurai anime TV shows to watch. I mean, this really doesn't require much further explanation, so without further ado, let's get into it. Samurai 7 is, as you guessed it, based on the film Seven Samurai, so the anime is very similar to the film. It's set in a futuristic world that had just been through war and been put on the brink of extinction. Villages and cities are being torn apart by bandits who were once samurai soldiers. However, these new samurai have merged with machines and become weapons. Although it's a great samurai show, it takes the last spot because it just has the same taste of something that's already existed, making it not very original. But it's still overall a good show, so make sure you check it out. So next up, coming in at number 9, we've got Brave 10. Brave 10 is another samurai anime series that revolves around two warriors who also have superpowers, and the interesting rivals and friends that they may meet throughout the adventures. Is a perfect mixture between fun-filled fantasy and action-packed anime. There's also a huge theme of balancing the show on what it means to be good or bad and how no one is really just one or the other, which teaches you a life lesson because this also can relate into life, you know, if you really think about it. But the show manages to balance fun, action, and very real themes in the anime in a great way. So make sure you check it out. I really recommend it. Rated S for sauce, you feel me? Yeah. Okay, now coming in at number 8, we've got Saraya Goyo, The House of Five Leaves. This anime series deserved to be on the list for best samurai TV shows literally just because of its amazing artwork alone. The story is pretty similar to quite a few others. It follows Akitsu, who is naive but brave and ends up learning that there is a lot more to being a samurai than just holding a sword and looking cool. However, the artwork is so wonderfully unique and beautifully that it is worth the watch. Besides, the story might sound repetitive, but it's still excellent nonetheless, so just give it a chance, you know? Now coming in at number 7, one of my favorites, we've got Shigurui Death Frenzy. If you haven't guessed it from the title, Shigurui anime series depicts a story about darkness, death, and lots of bloodshed during the samurai era. It's incredibly violent, and a lot of the characters experience long moments of hopelessness. It's all of that sounds good, then you'll be okay with that anime. It begins way back in 1629 in a tournament where students fight each other with actual swords. The story is about the first match that involves Fujiki, Gesonuki, and Iroko Seijin, and what happens after the fact and their past and what leads them to that place that they are in now. So it's really dark, but you know what I'm saying, it's worth the watch because that means the plot S ranked, rated S for sauce, all that. Watch it. Hey, before they had my back, I had that 6 on my shoulder. Hey, coming in at number 6, we've got Samurai Kings. This Japanese anime manages to combine superpowers and samurai swordsmanship all into one neat package. It's a nice mix of modern and old fashioned, which is what makes it such a good anime, and I really recommend it for you guys. The show follows the heroes of the show and their constant battles and struggles to battle their rivals, take down someone called the Demon King, and take back the land that they feel belongs to them. Okay, so coming in at number 5, we got the Kouga Ninja Scrolls. This adventure samurai anime series is perfect for fans of Romeo and Juliet. It's a beautiful love story told in the point of view of a prince and a princess from rivaling families who are falling in love. The rival families are ninja clans, and the constant blood feud is pushing them over the edge. While they ask for a truth throughout the anime, it of course wouldn't be a true anime if not for the secret battles that happen between the two families. Chapow! Now at number 4, we've got Mushibigyu. In an alternate Japan, mushi, which are giant insects, begin to attack people and essentially bring down the whole country. Because of that, there are warriors that are rounded up and sent to fight them. Now the anime story follows one of the greatest samurai characters in that time, Jinbei. He's a member of the city patrol, and he is the one who takes place of his father, who cannot fight anymore. Now, if you don't see in your head already, big ass insects trying to take over the human race and the world as we know it, fighting samurais looking like a badass with long swords, then I don't know what's gonna interest you. Honestly, you're just a lost cause. You need to really check this out because they're joining some heat, and I really recommend it. It's rated S for sauce. It's rated E for everyone. Go watch it. A man with no friends, only live for revenge, live his life off the hinge, cut through 1,000 men, blade swing with the force of a cyclone, cut crystal and bone, pistol and chrome. It's Afro Samurai coming in at number 3. You feel me? This anime is set in a future version of Japan, and there is a legend that whoever holds the number 1 headband will have godlike powers. It's all very Thor-like if you really think about it, but whoever has number 2 can challenge number 1, but anyone can challenge number 2. Enter Afro Samurai. It's heat. It's one of my favorite ones. Now you know that intro with some heat. You know what I'm saying? Cut through 1,000 men. Who you know doing that? There was one scene where they was busting at him with ARs and bullets. He was slicing through the bullets, all while smoking a cigarette. That's crazy. Next up at number 2, we've got Gintama, another one of my favorites, a huge anime. Gintama is an anime series that takes place in a feudal era of Japan. In this world, Japan has been taken over by aliens, which is, you know, when you got aliens and samurai mixed, you know what I'm saying? But the samurais lost their powers. But you know when you got aliens and samurai mixed, it's just bound to be a fire anime. Who else you know is doing that? Come on, man. Go watch the show. Our OP main character, Gintoki, is forced to go from a job to job because he lost his powers. Now, there are some amazing themes in this show that has to do with the government, rising up in rebellions, and of course, like every anime, power, friendship, and love, and whatever it comes in is truly an excellent show, and I really recommend it. Now, go ahead and watch it. Well, stop playing games. Hey, now, last but not least, at number 1, we've got Rurouni Kenshin. Now, the story follows Kenshin Himura, an ex-assassin who is trying to find his way in life. Now, he's wandering swordsman trying to protect the people in Japan instead of going back to his former life where he was cutting down the people in Japan, chopping and slicing through them like a damn cake. You feel me? Now, he has seen the world is bloodthirsty and thrives on violence, and he knows that this is wrong. Now, this is a huge theme of personal peace and forgiveness, and I really recommend that you guys go watch it if you're really into things like that. Overall, it's pretty solid, and there's a reason why it's at number 1. Okay, so that's gonna do it for our top 10 list of samurai anime that you most definitely should watch. I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. Once again, big thanks to Bakabuzz for having me do this voiceover for them. The link to my channel will be in the description. Make sure you go over there and give me a sub. You know what I'm saying? Check out the content. I just dropped the new Dragon Ball Kakarot episode. You guys will enjoy that. And make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, share. Go check out any of our other videos on Bakabuzz's channel. And enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.